What's going on? Dalton here, back with another episode of DC Collects. Today we're talking about why Funko Pop mystery boxes suck. Let's get collecting. First off, this is nothing against people who buy mystery boxes, especially seasoned mystery box purchasers. All the power to you guys. If that's what you love, I totally want you to do what you love. This is not saying don't go do that. I just think there's some people in the hobby who are a little confused about the whole mystery box situation and what purchasing one entails. First off, not every company guarantees a top hit or grail. That's something you have to do the research on yourself, and it's definitely not a guarantee, and frankly not a lot of places do it. So there's a lot of YouTube videos out of bigger YouTubers, and they get mystery boxes and they're pulling top hits and grails in some of their videos, and getting $200, $300, $400 of their value of what they paid on the box. And it's super great, it's awesome content. I even enjoy watching it myself, but I don't think everything's being told that goes on behind the scenes. So what a lot of people don't know is these YouTubers have been a part of the community for years. They've been in the community, they've traded and sold with the same people, they've made friends which form different relationships within the hobby, and this is kudos to them. That's great. They love what they do, and that's due to their hard work and passion for the hobby that they have all this. With that comes the ability to know various different sellers who are going to give you legit mystery boxes. So when these YouTubers are buying the mystery boxes, they know who to purchase the mystery boxes from, and they know because it's a trusted source, maybe even a friend, that they're getting their friends because they've been in the community so long together, but they know that that's a legitimate mystery box and that there could be a top hit or a grail in it, if that's what's advertised. And that's what you do want to look for if you are purchasing mystery boxes, is confirmation that there are top hits or grails, but you really, really want to trust this person, which these YouTubers that have been in the hobby for years have these people to go to. They know the shops, they know the Funko Pop dealers, they know the different places to go, which again, kudos to them. That's nothing against them whatsoever, but your average collector doesn't know this, and depending where you live in the world, it might not even pertain to you at all. You might not have anyone in your area that does this at all, like myself. There's no mystery boxes like the ones I see being opened up on YouTube with grail hits or top hits. There's just no one in Canada with that kind of merchandise that I know anyway. So what ends up happening is your average collector goes on eBay or just types into Google, where can I buy a mystery box, and people are running into ads that look legit. They're nice and fancy, make it look like it's a great mystery box. Maybe even they do advertise top hits or grails, but that doesn't guarantee that those are actually in there unless you personally know and trust the seller. And the thing about it is, even with these bigger YouTube channels, and again, nothing against them, and I'm not saying that this does happen, and honestly I think most of them are good people and wouldn't even accept something like this, but the fact of the matter is, giving a bigger YouTuber a good mystery box is good advertising. If they pull good hits out of their mystery box, that's great advertising, and more people are going to buy that mystery box. So no one even has to know, including the content creator. They don't have to be in on it, which I don't think anybody is. But the fact of the matter is, the possibility is there that even these reputable companies would give the better boxes to the YouTube creators if they know what it is. But again, this is what I'm saying. The biggest thing here is trust, and I'm going to say you should know this person personally when you're buying a mystery box and spending your good hard-earned money on something that you don't know what's inside. One of the reasons I am talking about this is this Bands for Arms debacle down in the US right now. So to make a long story short, this was a US-based Funko Pop mystery box company that has hundreds of customers that they have basically scammed out of products over the last 3 years. They owe out hundreds of mystery boxes, thousands of dollars of product, and we're also coming to find out that they have been putting fake Elizabeth Olsen, signed Elizabeth Olsen Scarlet Witch pops in their mystery boxes. So people are sending them in to try and get them authenticated, and they're coming back as fakes. So this is a pretty big deal. It really gets my blood boiling when people are scamming other people out of their hard-earned money, and this is supposed to be a hobby for enjoyment, and people do this to get away and get happiness, and for someone to scam them out of their hard-earned money that they worked hard for is just out of this world to me and so disrespectful. With all that being said, I did read some comments pertaining to people commenting how much Bands for Arms owes them, and some people were saying that they were still owed 30 mystery boxes. So I just wonder, like, why did that person buy 30 mystery boxes? Like, 30 of, I hope they were at least like a certain genre, or he knew sort of what was in those boxes. Like, would you buy 30 boxes of mystery groceries? No, because there's too much variety. There's too much stuff at the grocery store that you're not gonna like. That's the exact same as Funko Pops. There's so many different types of Funko Pops. You are bound to end up with a ton of Funko Pops that you don't like. That's what's going to happen. Even if the company is reputable and you buy 30 mystery boxes, you're still not even guaranteed, depending what kind of mystery box you buy. If it's not a guaranteed value mystery box, you're still not guaranteed to get a top hit. You're literally going to, even if there were only one pop in there, that's 30 pops, and I can almost guarantee you're not going to like 27 of them. Or would trade them for something that you would really, really enjoy in your collection. You're literally gambling with your money at that point. If you're getting anything out of this content, make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I make 4 to 5 videos a week, so make sure to hit that little bell. That way you'll know when I come out with new content. Thanks guys, really appreciate it, and it helps out the channel a ton. And what a lot of content creators who open mystery boxes don't tell you is they probably only keep a small percentage of the pops that they get out of those boxes themselves. So the small percentage that they do keep, the rest are often sold. So a lot of these content creators also, they're content creators, so they basically run their own businesses. So with that comes the ability for them to move pops. And what I mean by that is they're probably, with their, and kudos to them again, with their years of experience and being in the hobby, they have the ability to get onto Whatnot and sell on Whatnot. They've been selling on eBay for years, so it's easy for them to sell on eBay. They might even have their own website, or they've been through YouTube, and kudos to them again, but they're also working on their branding. So they've been branding themselves. They're a trusted brand. A lot of them, like I said, they're good people. They make good content. They're just trying to make content for you guys to enjoy, just like me. But with that comes the respect and trust and the ability to be able to move pops efficiently. It's not, I've said this before, it's not easy to sell Funko Pops. If you think that you can just turn around and sell all the pops that you don't like, you're totally wrong. It doesn't work like that. You can't just jump on to Whatnot. You need a literal streaming setup. You're going to need a camera, microphone, lighting, probably more stuff, because I've never sold on Whatnot, but I know that's the basics. You're going to need all that. And again, it's a reputation thing. No one's going to buy off. You got to become trusted on Whatnot, which is going to take time to build that reputation. Same on eBay. No one buys from people with 0 sales on eBay. They just don't. So you have to somehow find a way to get to 50 to 100 sales, and that's just a guesstimate on my part. So to sum that all up, these content creators also have a lot easier avenues to liquidate their assets when your average collectors do not. There's also the consideration, so if you're buying a bunch of mystery boxes and you end up with 100, 200 pops that you don't want, and you do manage to sell them all, it's a ton of time, ton of work, you do it anyway. Now you got to take into consideration, depending on where you live, you might want to consider claiming that when you do your taxes. You might want to consider making yourself a business so that it's easier on you when it comes to taxes. That's research that you're going to have to do depending on where you live. But again, stuff that most people would not take into consideration. So thanks to a lot of these content creators, years of dedication to the hobby, they are able to liquidate these pops easily. And your average collector is not. I just want to make that clear. That's why it's important to be part of the community, guys. Get involved, make friends. There's honestly a lot of great people in this hobby, and this is by no means saying that every company sells bad mystery boxes. There's definitely good ones out there, but you have to do the research and the work and put in the effort to make these relationships with people to know what you're buying. Again, this is your hard-earned money. You don't want to be throwing it away. And for me personally, I'm going to be way more successful in my collecting goals if I use all of my budget towards pops that I know I'm purchasing and the pops that I've really wanted and are on my wish list and are dream pops. I'd rather save up that money and work towards getting the collection that I've always wanted. If you're just someone who likes every single pop and you just love opening mystery boxes, all the power to you, and I am honestly happy that that makes you happy. So keep on doing it. I'm not saying not to. But if you do have any collecting goals in mind, or you want to collect certain sets, or there's certain pops that you just always wanted to have in your collection, it's going to be a lot easier to achieve your goals. Or unless you have an unlimited budget, it's going to be a lot easier to achieve your goals, collecting goals, if you're not spending the money elsewhere on, no offense, a box full of pops that you don't know what's in there. It also comes down to a space thing. So everyone only has so much storage space and space to put their collectibles, and there's always a limit before the other people in your house are going to start getting a little bit sour with you on how much space things are taking up. So it's kind of a recipe for that to happen buying mystery boxes. Especially if you're chasing a top hit or a grail, oh my god, you're gonna run out of space quick. I find I'm running out of space quick, and I think I'm a picky pop purchaser. There's so many different lines and genres of pop. I think it's just a good idea to take a step back sometimes and focus on what you really want to collect and what you really love. So these mystery boxes get hyped up like crazy on these videos, but at the end of the day, you have to say to yourself, is that what's going to bring me joy down the road in my collecting? And if that's not what you're into, that's fine too. Like I said, if you're into the immediate enjoyment of a mystery box and you love every single type of pop, then have at it, and I'm happy for you. But for your average collector who has collecting goals and a limited amount of space, that's my opinion. So again, I'm not saying don't buy mystery boxes. If that's what you love, buy what you love. But at least do me a favor. Make sure you trust this person. I would say you should know this person. And make sure you know the details of the mystery box. So is it themed? Maybe it's Marvel themed, DC themed, anime themed. Make sure you know whether there's grails, top hits, what the odds of those chances are of getting the top hit or the grail. Maybe even find out how many boxes have been sold and if any top hits have been pulled that they know of, and that could lessen your odds. And make sure or check if there's a guaranteed value for the box that you're spending this money on, depending on what the price is, if there's a guaranteed value that you're going to get back. But at the end of the day, guys, you're still gambling. So I just want to leave you with this. Stay focused on your collection and your collecting goals. And I'll catch you in the next video, guys.